season just started, and there's already drama and bitter hurt feelings just because of the Clash practice. Like, are you kidding? And now people are bashing fan bases, mainly Chase's, calling them basically obnoxious, and they go overboard with everything and blah blah blah. Like, I'm sorry, but don't group. Oh, that's not a good piece of hair right there. I need to re-straighten that. It's been a while since I straightened my hair, so my hair looks like crap. All because of the accident that happened during the practice session. I'm like, it was just a freak accident. We're not supposed to be pointing fingers. I point fingers at Newman because he's not that good, and he likes to wreck people a lot. So, but back to being like super serious right now. We got through the first couple practices with the Clash and then Daytona 500. We got the final practice for the weekend for qualifying tomorrow. Get those speeds right, get that lap run perfect. Like, I'm not looking to be on the pole, but I want a good starting position and a good handling race car. That's all I look for with my drivers and their cars. Chase will go to a backup car in the Clash, which I'm not really concerned about because it's the Clash. It doesn't really mean much. It's just like it's a non-points race, and it's like one of those like woohoo, one and done kind of things. It's like the All-Star race, but anyway. So they're about to start final practice for qualifying tomorrow, which starts at 10 a.m. here in Arizona, but 12 o'clock on the East Coast. Again, 9 o'clock in California. Then they have the Clash right after. So we'll see who gets on the pole or the front row. Hopefully Hendrick can go 5 in a row for the pole, because Jeff Gordon got the pole I think the year he retired. Then Chase got the next 2, and then Bowman. So it's been Hendrick 4 straight years. Hopefully we can make it 5. Whether it's Bowman, Chase, Jimmy, I don't care. But Jimmy's car looked pretty good in practice, not gonna lie. He was looking pretty fast. He was up in the top 5, top 10. I have a good feeling about this year. He's gonna get some revenge. Anyways, the point of this video was, can we stop bashing fan bases as a whole? Not every single person in that fan base are the exact same and should be grouped together as a whole. God forbid we support our driver and are dedicated to supporting our specific driver. Yes, it comes with a price to be a fan of the most popular driver in the sport, but I became a fan way before he became like Mr. Popular in the sport. I became a fan before he became an Xfinity champion and all that good stuff. It's like same with Junior's fan base. He has a large fan base, like millions of people, and people give him crap, give his fan base crap because they're so dedicated and so like gung ho about the person that they support. It's like, why is that a bad thing to support the driver that much? The same goes with Chase. Yes, he's Mr. most popular driver in the sport, but it's not a reason to go and hate a person's fan base My hair's falling out. Color my hair too. Sorry, getting distracted here. Like, don't group an entire fan base based on the driver alone. Like, it's one thing to not like a driver or just not root for him, but to bring the fan base into it is a little obnoxious and a little immature. Um, like, I'm having arguments with teenagers and grown men. I'm like, come on, people, grow the hell up. Like, I was called a 9-year-old. I'm like, I'm sorry. Last I checked, I wasn't 9. I'm 27. So times 3. I'm 27. Going on 28 this year. So, anyway. The one of the weird things, like, this is just a unimportant video. I'm just ranting about the day's events so far. Seeing Chad Knaus with the number 24, and it's like, it's so weird to me and to not see him with the 48. But it's been his dream to be crew chief for this team, and it's finally happened. He's like reunited with the team itself, but now as like the team leader. And I feel like he'll bring the 24 back to victory lane after quite a few years. The last win for the 24 was Jeff Gordon, Martinsville, 2015. So, but you can't say the 24 hasn't been competitive since then. They have with Chase for the last two seasons, and then now William. I feel like William's gonna be like so much better this year. He's got a year under his belt. The new body. I think the Chevy drivers will be like more dominant this year. Like, the real racing for like the Fords and stuff won't happen until like after Daytona, because Daytona, it's like a even playing field. 'Cause nothing has changed with Daytona, but with the rest of the tracks, the aero package is going to be different. So you have to see like where the Mustangs line up at Atlanta and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. But it's cool seeing Chad with the 24 team, because the last time he was with 2014 was 1995. I was only 4, 3 or 4 years old. So, you can tell how young I am when it comes to that part of NASCAR history. But anyway, it's cool to see Chad with 24, Williams in his sophomore year, so no more rookie stripes. Alex Bowman, like, I'm cheering for those two to get their first win this year, because I have a feeling they will. People still don't give Greg Ives enough credit for being awesome. And Hendrick as a whole, I feel like will run better this year. Jimmy has a fresh start with a new crew chief. People are going to be like, but I feel like Jimmy will get that win, like a couple wins this year at least. 2 or 3, I say. Don't know where, but it's probably at the tracks he's pretty good at, like Texas, Dover. He's pretty good at Daytona too. He's won quite a few times at Daytona. He's won a few a couple Daytona 500s. So I'm excited for qualifying tomorrow. I get to watch that. I get to watch a little bit of the Clash before I go to work. I got 2 straight long days of work, and I close both those days, so I'll see part of the Clash. I work the day they do the duels, so hopefully I'll get to see a little bit of the duels before I go to work. See how that goes. It's just the drama I mentioned before. people were getting so all gung ho about the who started the accident in the very first practice of the season, and that's when all the hoopla about his fan base came up, and I'm like, oh god, here we go. It's like, even if I wasn't a fan of Chase, I'd still think he was not at fault for that. It was just like a freak accident that happens at Daytona. He got drifted back. Newman just was right there, made contact, boom, blah, blah, blah. So, and people were like, well, Chase never didn't blame Newman or whatever, and he always takes responsibility for mistakes. Like, yes, he does, but realize that is Chase being Chase. He never blames anyone unless they really, really deserve the blame, like Martinsville. That was the only time that Chase called a driver out and blamed someone else for wrecking him. So, or something stupid happening. But realize that's Chase's personality. He's not going to blame someone else. He's always going to say, oh, it was my mistake, but in reality, it really wasn't. So, whether you agree with me or not, I don't care. That's my opinion. Chase is my driver, regardless what you think. Yes, we can, like, as fans, all fans can get obnoxious. Every fan base can get obnoxious. Bush's fan base is obnoxious. Denny Hamlin's is obnoxious. Kevin Harvick's is obnoxious. Every single driver's is obnoxious. So, to say one sole fan base is obnoxious and crazy is ridiculous. So, Kansas win, my favorite win, was on my birthday. That was a good day because my Chargers won in London against the Titans. Chase won, and yeah, and one of the Patriots won too, so I was happy. Either way, super stoked about this season, and I can't wait for the 500. Hopefully I don't have to work that day so I can sit home and watch my boys dominate. Chase, Blaney's looking good too, so unlike his car, Blaney looks better than his car. People are obnoxious about that too. It's like, you call yourself a fan, but you don't like his car. It's like I can be a fan of the driver and the number on the side of his car, but I don't have to like the scheme he runs. I personally have not liked a single paint scheme except for the blue PG or whatever, PPG car, or the red and white car, the Dex car. Those are only two cars of Blaney's that I have liked since he's been in the 12 car. His neon yellow cars with the blue, and just, to me, it does not look good. Penske overall has horrible paint schemes. And people are saying I'm not a true fan of Blaney's because I don't like a paint scheme. I'm like, I'm sorry. Since when was that a requirement to be a true fan of a driver? But anyway, I just enjoy watching those two race. They're my boys. I'm a big fan of both of them. Chase is my number one, and Blaney's like tied right up there. So, I'm excited to root for both of them in the 500. If either one wins, I'll be super happy. If Chase wins, I'll be super ecstatic. But hopefully we get another Chevy to victory lane and start the season out right. We get the pole for Hendrick again, and people shut up about Chase's fan base. That'd be great. And Chase will get more wins this year and make it to the Final Four, hopefully. So, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this practice, watch the ARCA race, and news about the ARCA race, like ARCA series. They just, I guess, made an announcement that it'll be called like ARCA by Menard or something like that. I don't know. Menard is being involved in the whole series in general, so in the name, I should say. So I'm gonna enjoy that. I have to go to work, closing tonight. And then tomorrow we have qualifying, then the clash, and then we're not back on track until the duels on Thursday, Valentine's Day, which I'm not doing anything because I hate that holiday. Overrated. I'm going to Hooters with my sister and taking a picture of my ex, shredding it, getting some free wings. So, coming for you, Hooters. Support my boy. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm so happy. NASCAR season's back. Football's over. Baseball's just around the corner. Spring training's just about to start. So this is a good time of year to be a sports fan. So I'm super happy.